we got somebody that's running for office. It's all right, folks. It's a big deal around these parts.
God, I'd love to test the effectiveness of that vest.
All right.
I hate this guy.
Oh, I was going to say, do you think you have to actually...
Oh, wait, can we address this, please?
Of course, please.
Okay, so the other night on Nightwave, I was playing his comeback video, which he does every end of every January.
Because the buy rates are down in January.
And he was like updating people. And at one point in the video, he goes, we've got a lot of changes coming. We got Landau joining us, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, there's no way he's talking about Dave Landau. I'm like, there can't. He cannot possibly be talking about Dave Landau. And the whole chat was going, oh, yeah, it's Dave Landau. He's leaving Compound. It's Dave Landau. And I'm going, I was picturing this bidding war happening over Dave Landau. But, boy, you guys were right. It really is Dave Landau left to go work for Crowder.
So Landau left Compound. And he's also moved. He must have moved from New York to Texas, too, for this job. He had to have, because that's where
Crowder... Did he bring his family this time?
I don't know. So what is he like? Is he Crowder's like second mic or something?
I suppose.
No, I'm just curious. Is that what he's supposed to be?
By the way, what a shitty spot to have to sit. Like, if you're part of the show, it's like you're sitting in a little guest chair.
You have to actually guess. Do you think that in like 20, 30 years from now, we'll be looking back at this time where, do you think we'll be saying, remember when we let boys beat up girls in sports? And
remember when we pretended that Steven Crowder was funny?
Yeah.
Remember that?
People, we said there were 52 genders. Boy, that was a weird phase. Or do you think we'll just actually continue on down that trail? And the idea, because it flies in the face of biology and science.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be a correction on that?
I think in 20 years they'll be like, it's so crazy how that world ended 8 years ago.
I can't believe we're all still
look,
here.
a roach.
They're still around.
I mean,
why did that get such a...
I don't really know Landau. To be honest with you, I don't know if he's funny or not. I really don't know because I don't really watch that stuff. So maybe he's a funny dude. I have no idea. So this is like my first real... Because I don't really watch Compound shows. So.
I hate Morning Zoo. Like, ha, 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 ha. That's a good one.
I am hopeful, but I think we're at kind of a tipping point with that.
And you know he's mad because before Landau was on, he was like the second mic guy.
Cool guy, you're like, shut up, producer.
Yeah.
It's going to go one way or the other where it will either correct back or we're just going to continue on. And I think we're kind of at that point where if people can tie...
My prediction is that in 2 months, Dave Landau will be Tim Pool's new host.
Oh, that'd be great.
Have a social kind of cultural fabric to...
Yeah, but then he's going to have to take his shoes off.
To Donald Trump and an outmoded conservatism. If they can do that effectively, hating against those, then yes, they can keep that and the trajectory will continue. But if we can have some people come in and espouse conservative values and not get tarred and feathered by
they
being
will be tarred and feathered.
Bigot, well, for being a bigot, right?
Yeah, but I don't think Donald Trump was a bigot.
I don't think so either. But he made it easy for them. Like
I don't think
you
he's
said,
a bigot.
don't
I think
make it easy.
I think it needs to be someone who can explain his position.
Yes.
In other words,
also,
I think that almost all of Donald Trump's positions were reasonable. He just didn't explain them in a reasonable way.
Right, exactly. So he made it easy for them by not being clear and sometimes going on a Twitter tirade.
I think the opposite. Trump was very good at explaining things and then just not doing anything.
Yeah, that's more what's going on, yeah.
We're going to build a wall and kick every Muslim out. And you're like, Jesus, I can get behind that. And it's like, okay, so it turns out I can't do that.
Somebody can come in and not do that.
I'm thinking of running for office. I never thought about running for office. I have thought about it. Honestly.
What would you run for?
Is it maybe governor of Michigan.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm down. You should.
Or maybe mayor.
Politically.
Or maybe mayor.
But why would you run for something you're guaranteed to lose?
But why in Michigan, too? Aren't you in Texas?
Whitmer, I'm sure he's just trying to make a point.
No, I get it. She's trying to really, he's sticking it to the man, I guess.
Why would you run in a blue stronghold as governor? It just seems like it would be stupid, right? Like, wouldn't you run for mayor, run for something where you could win and then build off that?
Well, that's what he said. Then he said mayor, but even to be a mayor, you have to, every place is different, but most places you have to live in that city for at least a year.
Some place I could actually make a difference, and here's what I would just...
How about Canada?
Listen.
How about...
Oh, yeah,
How about
Vancouver.
Canada? How about where you came from?
Go to Vancouver.
release the Vox attack video, be like the
like, yep,
8
that was
Mile
me.
Rabbit, tell them something they don't know about me. But the only reason I would do it is because what I am most afraid of, we can leave on this unless you have a chat that you think we need to hit. What I am most afraid of going forward with someone like Donald Trump, and I know Donald Trump is an egotist, and I know that Donald Trump was in it for his own self-interest to some capacity, but he also stood.
And what are you doing? And you want to do selfless public service? Is that what you want to? Is that what you're talking?
I'm sorry. Name me a selfless politician. I'd like to know who they are.
Lot to lose, right?
Yeah.
He came from the private sector. He was an outsider, and that was a huge component to the vitriolic hatred that he experienced.
Yeah.
And I am afraid that because of Donald Trump being held, his scalp being, hung up there, basically, not only Donald Trump, but they want to crucify anyone who supported Donald Trump, like the slave revolt in Spartacus along the road, just to let you know what happens if you support an outsider.
All right, Bill Maher, why don't you fucking relax, okay? Dennis Miller.
I am so concerned now, especially in the era of social media where everyone has stuff out there that can be used against them, that people, good people, who actually want to change the country for good will be afraid to run because they know their lives will be destroyed, their reputation will be destroyed, their families will be dragged through the mud because of the elite.
So what he's talking about is he's saying all these horrible things are going to fall me, but I'm going to do this for you. He's doing the typical Crowder move, which is the look what I'm doing for you. Look what I'm willing to put myself through for you.
He's fucking psychotic.
Look what I'm gonna do for you. You know how bad you understand how selfless I am to do this? I'm not gonna do this as a publicity stunt like Stern did when he ran for president. I'm not gonna do that. This time it's gonna be for real. I'm gonna make a real difference in fucking I don't know what town in Michigan you plan to run in, even though you fucking live in Texas and are from Canada.
Political system.
You should run for the mayor of South Bend. They love you guys.
Key West, maybe San Francisco.
True, but I was just making the Buttigieg butt fudge reference.
Class in Washington, D.C. And so the only people who will continue to live in that swamp are the direct beneficiaries of nepotism or being given a free path so long as they play along together.
Says the guy whose dad runs his company and who doesn't pay his employees anything, but lets his dad make a lot of money off his company.
Yeah, but if NDAs were dollars, all his employees would be rich.
Fucking they'd be millionaires.
The only reason I would ever consider, and this is why I'm actually considering running, is because I have nothing to lose. I've made a lot of mistakes. My flaws are open for everyone to see, unfolded.
You do a great you do an exceptional job of doing anything you can to cover up
NDAs,
any fucking flaw you have.
Yeah, NDA. You have NDAs.
And you know what? I don't want people to feel like there is the government who rules over them. The government is meant to be ruled by people who represent you. It's meant to be ruled.
Okay, every fucking wine mom MAGA person on Facebook. We know all the memes and we get it.
Thanks, Canadian guy. I know how my constitution works.
Appreciate it.
By people like you. And I don't just mean Ivy League educated Harvard grads and lawyers.
How long before Landau just hates him?
I think Landau already hates him. I think Landau's just getting paid better. I really believe that. And I'm not saying Crowder pays well. I just think Crowder pays better than Compound.
That must be fucking...
And it's cheaper to live in Texas than it is to live in New York, too. That's the other thing you got to keep in mind.
It's crazy to think that he doesn't, like, that... Now I'm, like, really trying to think of how little he made for Cumia. Yeah. Like, he must have made no money working there.
Think tank elites. I mean small business owners. I mean people out there who maybe you run a construction company.
Hey, Steven, do me a favor. Why don't you figure out what you're running for before you start the campaign speeches?
Yeah, he's already doing his speeches. Nobody's running for yet.
No idea what he wants to do. And he's like, but America and the truckers, and we're going to bring the... No, seriously, that's what he's doing.
Construction workers.
Yeah. Like,
the ditch diggers.
Yeah, why don't you grab a megaphone and a hard hat, you fucking asshole? He's standing in the rubble like fucking Bush, dickhead.
We're bringing the automotive industry back to Detroit.
Shut up! I just hate him.
Why is he wearing that vest? Can someone explain that to me? I'm sure I know some of you guys watch Crowder. Can somebody explain what the point of this was?
Because all of his employees' checks bounced last week, and he's afraid of them.
Oh, fucking! It was to cover his new album, a Get Rich or Die Grifting. And I'll buy a mug.
want all of those folks out there to feel as though they can represent their constituents without fear of having their life being destroyed. And that is what I am most worried about with the fallout and the public crucifixion of anyone, including a lot of good Americans who love.
But he, much like Jesus, is gonna put himself on the cross for you.
When has Steven Crowder ever promoted or highlighted anybody who's ever been censored?
There was that one time he promoted himself when he got censored. So think about that, bigot.
Like not one even slightly edgy brand did he defend when they lost their thing. Like he's so full of shit. Like you said, it's just this like, look what I'm doing for you. And it's like, you're doing this for you. Stop being so disingenuous.
Their country and supporting Donald Trump. And that's the only reason I have ever or would ever consider running for an office.
Well, that and narcissism.
That's probably more the main thing.
Yeah.
Felt I could make a quantifiable difference, and I'd have to give all of this up. But you guys let me know what you think. It's not something that...
Wait, you'd stop doing the show?
Okay, hey, you know what? Let's do it. I'll be the campaign manager. I'll fuck for free. Let's do it. Crowder, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's get him elected. Or in reality, here's what he's doing. He's going to go run in a really, really blue place. That way he knows he's going to lose. So he'll keep doing the show while he runs.
Get free publicity.
And then go, look, guys, I tried, but the system is rigged.
Yep.
If you buy some mugs, next time I'll save the country.
But that's what these guys do. This is why they really should limit, or do something with the requirements to run for office, because running for American office has become a way for people to just just promote their fucking brands. Like everyone does this. Like everyone that has a blog or a podcast or is a porn star or a failed actor. Like look at California. They always run for governor and it's just they use it as an advertising platform, and it's gross. Like it really is gross.
It's on the near horizon, but it's something that's been percolating.
It's something that's been percolating. He's going to do it. He's going to give it all up. You think Dave Landau wants to hear that he just moved his entire family to someone who's about to give it all up to run for office?
I don't give a shit. He has a faux hawk.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Never in my life has the thought could have passed my mind. What does Dave Landau think of this? What is the faux hawk guy who hasn't seen his family for a year because he's too busy working for Cumia? What does he think?
So, there is something you're gonna like. That you're gonna like, because he does bits. He does these bits, and they're really funny. And I haven't showed you this one. I want you to laugh today a little, Mike. So you're welcome. Okay. It's called How to Train Your Joe Biden.
On Crowder 911.
I don't think Joe Biden knows what he's doing.
A physically inappropriate politician.
He's at the point where he gropes every person that walks by. Hey,
stop.
Reeks
memes. That's what he does. He scrolls through his Facebook, sees whatever the Trump memes are, and then he does skits on them?
Havoc on the lives of his voters.
Joe!
Gotta get. At first I thought it was cool, but then he started kissing my neck and sniffing. Hey!
Because Biden was.
First of all, but did they give her the nickname Too Cute?
What? I missed that. Really?
Listen. I mean, it's like, if you're gonna lie to me, right? Like if you're gonna insult my intelligence and call this girl cute, fine, whatever. I guess it is a subjective term, and everybody has different taste. But when you write things like "too cute," I can assure you that there is no overabundance of cute. There is no cute surplus coming off this girl. Let's calm down.
Maybe it's ironic at calling a big guy tiny. You know,
maybe like the tag team Too Cool. Like,
Too Cool.
Neither one of those guys was cool.
Yeah, somebody says you should. Boogie Bumper says call her cute-ish.
Yeah, her name should be Maddie.
My neck and sniffing.
Hey! No! This Joe Biden was clearly out of control, and it was time for.
Is he doing a dog whisperer thing in 2020?
A Cesar Millan reference.
He's doing a dog whisperer. Yes. Are you fucking serious?
Crowder might be. Not only is Crowder a hack, which is fine, because I'm a hack. It's fine. But, like, he's a hack. He's like a 2012 hack, which is, like, really weird.
He's so behind.
Yes.
Someone to do something about it.
Quarter person of color Garrett and his co-worker Maddie have been dealing with a politician with no respect for boundaries or personal space.
Hey, Corner Black.
Hey.
What seems to be the problem?
Well,
That's a good accent too, right? That's very good. Just should have told him Joe's a horse.
Caesar Milan.
It's pretty good, dude. It's funny because it's like it's topical, dude. When was the last time that show ran? I bet you it probably still runs, but nobody's watching it.
Dog Whisperer. Okay, so it was Caesar 911 is the new one that he has.
Okay. Cool.
I'm trying to. Dog Whisperer was the original show, and when do you think Dog Whisperer came out?
Has to be at least 10 years ago.
04.
Oh, Jesus. So 17 years ago.
Want to know when it ended? 2012. Remember when you said 2012?
Well, he did do the Crowder 911, so I guess he is doing the new Caesar Milan show. But
Caesar 911. Let's see.
But nobody's
Caesar
talking about that
nobody
new
is.
show. It's not like, it's like making a Queer Eye for the Straight Guy reference. Like, I'm sure those guys are still doing makeover shows, but who the fuck knows who they are anymore?
Caesar 911. Caesar 911 was in 2014 and it ended in 2016.
So it's still a 5-year-old show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It ended in 2016 was the last episode of it from what I'm seeing here.
Crowder is so fucking embarrassing.
it's Joe Biden here. He won't stop sniffing and kissing people. It's a real problem. I've done everything. I don't know what to do.
Okay, see, the first thing you did is right now when you're very tense. You're giving off that energy, and you actually
Is he really going to do an entire 4-minute bit about Biden sniffing people? Like a filmed bit, like not like just joking around.
Yeah, dude, he wants to stretch his acting chops, show off his really dope Hispanic accent.
Is the guy playing Biden? Is that his dad? Is that Crowder's dad?
You know who he kind of looks like from this angle? He's John Hughes, the dad from Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
he looks
yeah.
like the dad from Home Alone.
Yeah, but the one who's dead, he died.
Yeah, I know. He was a good actor too.
Yeah,
That
he
guy
was.
ruled.
You're very tense. You're giving off that energy, and you actually encourage that behavior.
I encourage it?
That's right.
Okay. Oh, what do I do?
The first thing we need you to do is get your Joe Biden to a calm, relaxed state.
Imagine having
And
to
we're
sit there and sniff the quarter black guy for this whole sketch for 25 different takes.
I know every time we talk about him and whatever, when we clip stuff and people
We get suicidal.
Yeah, well, that. But people just the people like, oh no, he's actually really funny. Or the one that I see the most is people like, okay, he's not funny, but his Change My Minds are pretty good. Or my favorite, at least he's doing something for the movement.
Selling mugs?
Yeah, for the movement.
gonna do that with no talk, no touch, no eye contact. Okay?
But by the way, when people use that weak ass argument, at least he's doing stuff for the movement. What is he doing besides what Tom McDonald does, which is marketing to that movement and creating content that will specifically make people in that part of the culture war enjoy things? That's not helping any movement, right? Helping the movement is something like Chris Pratt, Matthew McConaughey, people that are cool, people that we all as a country have collectively decided and voted on and said, these guys are cool. Right, Chris Pratt's cool, Matthew McConaughey's cool, and they very subtly, by just being who they are, represent a certain part of culture that people don't usually like, and people might go, "Wow, okay, McConaughey's a Christian and Chris Pratt, like those guys are kind of cool." Nobody who's a normie who's not already conservative, people that already watch Hodge Twins videos know who Steven Crowder is. There's no lefty. There's nobody that has ever watched Crowder that's not a conservative that went, this is what I've been missing. Like, you know what? I'm a conservative now. If I can get more content like this. So what is he really doing? Like, stop conflating the people that market to right-wingers as doing stuff for the movement. You're just selling mugs to the movement. It's, again, no normie has watched Crowder and went, that guy is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, hey Crowder, let's see you have some real. Go out to do some blackface. No, but the thing is like he does a lot of. He pretends like he's doing this stuff like, man, can you believe what Crowder's saying? Like, Crowder's not doing anything in any way. Like, Crowder would never make the joke that you made the first hour, which I disavow.
Disavow. Completely.
I completely disavow. I'm getting you back for what the fuck you did about Seth Rogen, you asshole. So now I'm doing it to you.
Wait, who?
Huh? Oh, known and Seth Rogen.
Thank you.
Allegedly. Maybe he's the one that AOC. Oh my God, we solved it. Cold case solved.
AOC, when the guy was coming, did he go, because I think I have a suspect in mind.
You just nailed it down to everyone that went to Berkeley. Fucking great, Mike.
Right. All right. It's okay to drop the leash. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, you see what I did is I do a small correction when Joe Biden goes in to kiss him. See, I'm stopping the brain.
I do think that's his dad.
From escalating to a state of sexual assault. That's right.
I just feel bad for him. I don't think Joe Biden knows what he's doing.
My correction is not to hurt.
Do you think there's
Joe
people
Biden,
that are like fans of Crowder and they watch these videos and they go, you know, I don't understand how Quarter Black Garrett keeps a straight face, y'all.
Well, if you look at the comments, like, you know, seeing Crowder dressed as Cesar Millan has almost made me spit my soda out. Highlight of my day. If
that, by the way, if that's the highlight of your day, your life is being completely wasted. Like that, you don't deserve a full and rich life. If any day in your 75 plus years on this planet, the highlight of any one of those thousands of days is seeing him dressed as Cesar Millan and going, this was the highlight. Like that's a life wasted.
It's 2 a.m. and I just woke my wife up from laughing. Fun fact, they didn't need to hire an actor. Biden just came and was told to be himself.
Yeah, this 2 a.m. and I just woke my wife up laughing. You should get divorced. Like, she should divorce you.
Crowder has been off the charts hilarious with all the skits lately.
Has he? Off the charts? Off the chart? Like, can't even be. So what you're saying is they can't even be measured in their hilarity.
I can't believe they actually got Joe Biden for this skit. Quarter person of color, Garrett, LOL.
That's really funny stuff, guys.
This skit should come with a warning label. Do not watch with a full bladder. Because you might, Mike. Oh, Mike didn't get the joke. Because, Mike, you might pee your pants.
Oh, I thought it was because I was going to whip my dick out and piss all over everything that's electronic in this room.
Please don't.
Because that would be...
Please don't pee on my things.
That would be really the way to do it.
Please don't pee on my things.
Just piss all over everything that
Don't
has
pee
Crowder
on
on it.
These
Just
microphones we got were
everything.
expensive. Please don't.
Just pee all over everything.
Snap the brain out of it. Okay, now you try. It's okay. Okay, that's okay. No. Calm assertive. Calm assertive. Hey. See, this, the Quarter Black is giving off a tense energy and escalating. He's asking himself, is it Joe Biden gonna kiss my neck?
So
is he gonna make a hair
going
pop?
with this, huh?
Yeah, it's a 4-minute bit. It's a 4-minute bit.
This shouldn't have been a 30-second bit. Good stuff, though.
Yeah.
That Crowder sure is irreverent.
He really is. He's next level, if you ask me.
Really, it just kills me that people are like, he's really funny, man. Like, I can't. There is some people where I just, like, your opinion on something will make me not like you. And Crowder's one of those litmus tests. Like, if you think he's funny, there's no world where we'd ever hang out if you think Crowder's funny.